Galvatron. Now this is the Universe 2.0 version of Galvatron, which many people really hate. But I am going to say why this is such a fantastic figure. Now straight off the bat you can see he's got some great posability in his arms. Absolutely fantastic. You can get some brilliant poses going in. He's got his trademark cannon. Looks like his cannon as well. Very nicely done. Okay, it might not be realistic in his alt mode, but damn if that's not an impressive cannon. And yes, it does have an orange missile, but no, it isn't here. It looks stupid. Cannons shouldn't have missiles. Cannons should have big holes where big bursts of energy come out and go blah, and kill you all. If you get him all straightened out, you can see he has Galvatron's colour scheme down to a T. He's got this purple torso, his grey legs. Okay, so this is a grey arm instead of purple, but I mean, just look at him. He looks awesome. Absolutely fantastic. He's got the knee pads of Galvatron. He's got the shoulder pads up here. These are supposed to be feet, I think, for an unused third cannon mode when he was a Voyager. But they scaled him down, but left these things in so you can just pop them up, and they're like shoulder pads. I'm actually glad they scaled him down to a deluxe, because it makes him cheaper and he's more in scale with his buddy Cyclonus and Botcon Scourge. Now, the one thing I don't like, well, in a normal figure I wouldn't like, but Galvatron pulls it off very well, because, let's face it, what's he going to hold in his hands but the crushed heads of Autobots and Decepticons? But his hand, one is a closed fist, whoops, we'll get to that. One is a closed fist, the other is a sort of grasping claw type thing, as if he's going, I am your destruction! You can see that. Yes, very Galvatron-esque. I absolutely love this. Fantastic range, so he can bring his arm across like that, all over the place. He's got all the articulation, his waist swivels so he can get some fantastic shooting poses. His head, his face just screams Galvatron. He's got his three-pronged crown, much more realistic head sculpt, not realistic, accurate head sculpt than his G1 counterpart. And he even has his little six-pack. All in all, this is a brilliant figure. I absolutely love him. Love him to bits. Now, yes, okay, he does have some issues. Oh, yes. Looking at him like this, it just reminds me. He has some of the best light piping ever. His eyes just glow menacingly. Like you look at him, and he's looking at you, and you know he is thinking of just going, oh, you're dead. Now, problems. I may as well mention it now. He is prone to having a bit of limb pocket offage. But that is simply because people don't know how to work him. He's like movie blackout. When you transform him, you don't do it by these. You don't hold these lower bits. You hold this bit and there's no problem. When moving his arm around, you move it, you twist it and move it. Actually no, you're moving his arm around, you do it by this orange stalk here. You push it by that thing up and down, or whichever way you're supposed to go. I'm not going to do it now, but whichever way it's supposed to go, you push it with the stalk like that. You see? You see, like, oop, I've done it. Well, that wasn't an unhealthy click. So see, you just push it slightly like that with the stalk. You see, just like that. You just be patient, take your time, and nothing will come off. Absolutely nothing. And everyone's going, oh, he needs to be a Voyager, I want him a Voyager. Well, guess what? This Galvatron is absolutely awesome as is. Leave him alone and learn how to do him properly. Absolutely. Oh, and these things on his back are supposed to peg in there, but they don't really clamp in securely. But I mean, despite those niggly faults, Galvatron, this is one extremely fun toy. I am always messing around with this on the desk. I mean, it's one of my most played with ones. Oh, and these things on his back are supposed to peg in there, but they don't really clamp in securely. The instructions don't work. Use your noggin, a bit of ingenuity, and you will come to love this toy as much as I have, because he is awesome. Anyway, that's enough ranting about that. On to alternate mode. And here he is in alternate mode. But you can see that because you're watching a video, so you obviously can see. Now this Galvatron does something that the cartoon Galvatron also managed to do, which, to be honest, I thought would be impossible in actual physicality, but it actually does it. It goes from a grey and purple robot to a completely grey tank cannon thingy. The point is, when he transforms in the tomb, he changes colour. And look at that! He's done it here! Hey! Oh man, that's just something else that I love about this toy. Anyway, on to the actual review. Now, because this turret was an arm, it can do the full 360-degree rotation. It can't look. It can sort of wiggle like that, but it's not meant to. But I suppose you can. It can do that. Bit of added articulation. And some very nice sculpting as well on this figure. You got your little lines in your panels and your missiles and Lord knows what else. Tank stuff. You have tank stuff detailed on. I don't know what kind of tank he is. I think the wiki said he was an Iranian something or other. I don't think I'll comment on that. But as I said in the robot mode version part, a big orange barrel doesn't keep in with the realistic aesthetics universe we're supposed to be going for, but as it gives Galvatron his iconic orange barrel, that will be completely and utterly forgiven. He's got his little wheels, he's got a bit of kibble. Actually no, he doesn't have any kibble. He's all nice and compact underneath, as you can see. As you can also see, he holds together really well when you shake him about, which he should, because tanks are really compact. And he also says Gal 25, the Galvatron 25, for this was released in the 25th anniversary year of Transformers, which wasn't the 25th year Galvatron appeared, but yeah, we can forgive them. But all in all, this is a fantastic toy. Extremely fun. Extremely complicated to transform. That's alright for me, because I love the complex transformations. That's part of why I love this guy so much, and why I love the alternators so much, and the masterpieces. Main thing, I've got no. But anyway, if I would say, if you're one of these piddly people who really think Galvatron should be a Voyager, or you really hate complex transformations, or you have problems with Blackout from the movie, those kind of things, avoid this figure like the plague. But if you want an extremely fun figure, you'll love complex transformations, and he's only a deluxe. You know, you're getting Galvatron for a tenner. Or less, because he's probably on sale these days. It's Galvatron. It's an awesome figure. He does everything you want of him. He is extremely fun. And to all those naysayers who don't like this figure, I say, stare down the barrel of his cannon and tell him you don't like